wonder, like, whenever I come over these last remaining hills, what it must have been like for, the first few white people to come over these hills, because when you're traveling at a very slow speed, say, I don't know, 40 miles an hour, and it's really hot out or whatever, and every single mountain range or slight hillock or bend around the river, you think, oh, here's where it all ends and this is the bay or whatever. You always think you're going to get to the end of your journey, and it just is another set of hills, and that just keeps going and going over and 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 over again, so that when you do actually come to the last set of hills, and then you do see the water, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I imagine it must have just been like, I don't know, maybe as ecstatic as how people felt whenever they traveled for all of the times that mankind has ever traveled, which, goes back way further than we give them credit for, our ancestors. Because, there's stories about when Hawaii was discovered, that it took them, 7 generations of people boating in the same direction and then returning and then being like, okay, the next generation will just go slightly further. And then over and over and over again, based on the fact that a guy had a dream and told everybody there is an island out there that we need to go live on. So get in a boat and go in that direction. And they kept doing it for 7 generations of people going back and forth every little bit further every single time, and then finally they found the Hawaiian Islands. Isn't that amazing? I just love the follow through in that story. That is some dedication. And this is what is happening to my charge controller. It's just a squish. So just stay there for 5 seconds so I can leave the fan on my face, please. Just for a minute. Oh, there it goes again. See? Pain in my... And look at that screw hole. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, fuck it. I'm just turning it off. Fuck that shit. Oh, Sadie. Got some ice. Oh, it's melting! Yay! Put it on my butt too, dude. Because it's so nice when it's all icy like this. Oh my god, dude. I got her this cooling pad. It's kind of warm right now. Put this on your feet, Boopy. So you're on your feet. Look. And my monster toes. And your puppy. Eat some food, Sadie. Okay, so, yeah. There was something else I wanted to tell you, psychic-wise. Oh yeah, I was, another 3 things happened today that were like, oh wait, I dreamt about this happening a few years ago too. And to me, that whenever that happens, I always feel like I'm, going the way that I dreamt I would be going. Like, like I already figured this out on some level, subconsciously, and now, so like whenever I get a little like hit on a dream or whatever, that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going the way that I figured out I should go. In my pre-manifestation stages. Of course, that is some serious crazy woo-woo shit, that's like serious like time looping kind of woo-woo shit, but it's happened so many times. I mean, that's totally what guided my entire journey around cross country before, so. And I was like shitting bricks that whole trip, because I honestly had no idea where I was going. I had no insurance. I was ready to die. It was a lot more death-defying than this trip, because I knew I was going to still be in California for this trip, so it wasn't as like, oh, I don't know where I'm going, I'm going to die, So that was definitely way more hardcore, But, I also heard a quote from this movie called Embrace the Serpent, and it was in the preview actually, and I watched the whole movie, but the best part for me anyway was the quote that was in the preview, that I think was written on some movie poster or something, that one of the initiations that you have in life, or at least for a lot of the tribes that live in the Amazon, one of the initiation rituals is to go out into the jungle on your own with only your dreams to guide you. And that's basically what I did, but in a vehicle going on a road instead of a jungle, which, you know, you could call a concrete jungle if you really wanted to. And this trip for me was also, I will admit it, some kind of a quest. It was not a quest for fairies, nor was it a quest for alien motherships. However, it was a quest more along the lines of proving myself to myself. Yes. A journey of self-discovery. It's a journey of self-discovery. I'm going to have to try and make more sounds like Schitt's Creek's mom's. What's her name? What's her name? Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember the mom's name. A journey of self-discovery. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna get back in the truck in a minute. I just, you know, sometimes I just want my eyes to do something else besides stare at a road. You know, especially when everybody's passing me because I'm going so slow. I was thinking maybe it'd be nice to just hang out here for about 3 hours, you know, because we're allowed to hang out here for 8 hours if we really want to. Just, you know, no one can ever kick you out of a rest stop if you have been there less than 8 hours. It's your legal right. Because sometimes they get really weird about shit, try to kick you out after like 20 minutes and shit. You're like, no, bitch. And if you ever, you know, go to a Safeway or whatever, for my fellow van dwellers, and, you know, you buy whatever in the store, you're legally allowed to stay there at least 24 hours. I just want you to know, because they will change that rule on you and write all kinds of weird shit on fences and little signs and shit that is not true. Because legally, if you are a customer, but, you know, they try to narrow that down to 2 hours, you know, 1 hour. Bitchy Karen time. Bitchy Karen time limits. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this off because it's starting to freak me out. And clearly I'm gonna have to rewire my solar panels once more. It's not the first time. Nor will it be the last, I would imagine. So, I like to wear my security hat when I'm walking around, especially places that are very, because I don't know if you've noticed this about certain areas, like, oh, take Indiana, for example. Here's a good example. Indiana. You ever notice how some places like Indiana are filled with military types, cop types, you know, very, very stare you down with daggers kind of dudes who look like they would like whip out a gun and kill you any second if they really wanted to have a killing spree at that time. Yeah. So I like to wear my security hat when I'm in those scenarios. And, you know, it's not hard for them to think I was in the military. I just gotta go, I got PTSD, I will fuck you up. And so far so good, you know, it seems to have worked. Because most of that is true. I grew up in the military. It wasn't by choice. But yeah, it was very PTSD driven. So I don't know, what do you want? What do you want from me? More ice water. Oh my god, it's the best. Oh, heavenly. It's heavenly, Sadie. Oh, it's like heaven. And also, this is the best thing about this hat. You can put ice cubes and nice cold water inside of the hat. Yes, I was asking a girl at the, what was that? Dutch Brothers coffee place. You know, they get to wear these ice vests when they're outside and it's super hot. So I've been putting like little ice cubes in Sadie's vest and calling it her ice vest. See? Ice vest. And it just slowly drips down on her and she doesn't get freaked out because sometimes she gets freaked out by watery things. There you go. Oh, better. Yeah, no, stuff fell over because we were driving. That's what happens. Get used to it. It's completely removed all of my previously very, very anal tendencies towards having everything be symmetrical. Those anal atrocities are now, for the most part, shed in favor of having less stuff to pick up every single time. I'm going to eat my watermelon now. Have a nice day. I will see you later. I'm almost home, and then I can go to shows again and play music. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, bye.